If you're doubting yourself and every decision that you make, then this video is for you. It's important more now than ever to have a certain level of confidence in yourself. And if you don't believe in yourself, the world is going to make you doubt your abilities every single day. Eventually, you may end up like me, harshly criticizing yourself and not living up to your full potential for 20 years. Luckily, I grabbed life by the balls and I've learned to become mentally stronger, doubt myself less, and I'm going to share those ways with you today. But before I do, there's a disclaimer. I can't promise that this video will cure all of your self-doubt, but what I can promise is that if you watch the whole video, you'll be left with a perspective that'll make your life a whole lot better. The first step towards doubting yourself less is getting more mental strength. So what does it mean to have mental strength? It means being open to criticism, understanding that you're not perfect, understanding that you have room to grow, and that's okay. You're going to have a lot of haters in your life, and you can either do one of two things. One, you either let whatever they're saying get into your head, or two, you find a way to take what they're saying and use it as fuel to become better. An easy way to convert hateful comments into something productive is to put a positive spin on whatever they're saying. If someone is yelling at me about the things that I'm doing wrong, then it just makes me believe that I should be doing something better. Now, I didn't say that I was wrong or that the other person was right. I said that I needed to do things better. Whether it's actually following the actions that the other person wants me to do, or doing alternate things that could help the situation, like conveying my points better or communicating more clearly. There's a certain level of accountability that we have to take to say that this person is arguing with me or is upset with me because of something that I could have done better. I don't focus on being wrong or if I'm wrong. I focus on what I could be doing right. And the reason why I focus on the things that I could be doing is because we can't change the things from the past. But what we can change is our future. And here's the trick to making changes to your future. You need to believe in yourself. You need to believe that you can make a change. Let's imagine that you're asked to lift a certain amount of weight at the gym. You've been going to the gym consistently and you've been feeling stronger, but you've never lifted this amount of weight before. Our initial fear is that we won't be able to do it, or worse, we'll end up hurting ourselves and failing. But chances are, if you've been lifting a 20-pound dumbbell for 2 months, there's a 90% chance that you're going to be able to lift a 25-pound dumbbell. But it doesn't matter what the chances are if you don't believe in yourself and you never pick up the dumbbells. So how do you start believing in yourself? Well, the best way to put it is that proof is in the pudding. Look at your achievements, and if you don't have any achievements, look at the amount of effort that you put in to try and reach those achievements. There's proof that you've tried, there's proof that you have the ability to improve yourself. And there's proof that you've even gotten really close to your goals or have even achieved goals if you put your mind to it. So you can't tell me that you can't do something. If you have an able body and mind, it's not a matter of if you can do it, it's about when you can do it. You've shown that you've had some type of capacity to improve yourself, you just have to do it more. Put more effort into your passion, put more effort into the things that you want to achieve. And if you put enough time into it, there's not a doubt in my mind that you'll be able to reach that goal. And you can imagine this like a staircase. In the beginning, you may not believe in yourself at all. You put a little bit of effort, realize that you could do a little bit. You take another step forward, you do a little bit more. Eventually, you find that you're taking one step forward or even skipping steps. But the beautiful thing is that you could look back and you could see all the stairs that you've climbed. And when you look at the stairs that are in front of you, you'll have much more confidence to take the next step because you've done it 100 times before. Now, things aren't so one-dimensional. If it was that easy, then everybody would be improving and everybody would reach every single goal that they wanted in life. And sticking with the stair example, the other reason why we wouldn't take a step forward, besides not believing in ourselves, is that we're scared that we're going to take a step incorrectly. That if we take a step the wrong way, we may slip and fall and eventually roll down the entire flight of stairs. It's the idea that you are your biggest critic. You feel like you are not as amazing as the next person. And because of that, you don't give yourself enough credit, you treat yourself negatively, and you constantly put yourself down. And this isn't necessarily a bad quality. You don't have to stop being yourself. It's okay to be your biggest critic. But if you're going to criticize things that you do, then you have to criticize everything, including all of the good things that you do. People will tend to look at, gravitate, and remember only the negative things that happen in their life. And it's nobody's fault. Our brains are just wired that way. But what we can do to remember all of the good things is to actively remember that we did good things in our life. We studied before the tests, we tried to make our parents proud, we tried our best. And if you remind yourself that you are trying your best and that you did try your best in the past, then it makes the negative things sting a little bit less. If you keep these two things in mind while you're taking steps forward, you become more open-minded and well-rounded. You learn how to communicate better, take feedback better, and work with people a lot better. And so you start doing this thing that has a bunch of names, and I don't know the official term, but I call it the positive feedback loop. Although now that I think about it, it kind of feels like the normal reward system that's in our brain. Anyways, a positive feedback loop is that when you do something positive, it ends up cycling back and giving you a positive result. For example, if you're taking criticism and you write down what you have to do better and then improve yourself, that leads to more criticism, which leads to more things that you could do better, which improves you even more. So you go through this cycle again and again, and eventually this feedback loop turns you into a better person overall. And I know, being a better person is a lot of work, and sometimes you don't even get the rewards for it. Sometimes you open a door for people and they don't say thank you. But let me tell you why being a good person is infinitely better than being a bad one. Being a good person means that people will be more willing and more inclined to help you, whether it's advice or opportunities. This means that you have access to more feedback, which means that you can improve yourself faster than other people and reach your potential a lot faster than other people. And it's important to note that you need both. You need to improve yourself before you get opportunities. If someone walked through my door and offered me $1 million to run a business, that business would be burnt to the ground. I don't know how to run a $1 million business right now. But seriously, if somebody wants to walk through my doors and give me $1 million, I don't promise I'm going to use it right, but I could use $1 million. The point is that money is great, fame is great, but there's no point in having it if you can't utilize it correctly. And this begs the question, what if an opportunity rolls around, but you're not exactly ready for it? Or at least you don't feel ready for it. To put it simply, no, you shouldn't give up on the opportunity. But you will have to do something that takes quite a bit of confidence. I know this is going to sound crazy, but be transparent with the person that offered you the opportunity. Let the person know that you don't think you're ready for it or that you don't have all of the skills that you need to do well on the job. If you set expectations properly, you communicate where exactly you are in the process, and that allows other people to help you more. They won't expect you to know what you're doing, and they'll be more willing to coach you and teach you the things that you need to become better. Even Mr. Beast, a big time YouTuber, believes that coachability is super important.
Well, one thing is, the highest thing I value is coachability, because like no one's going to come in here and be able to tell us what to do, right? And no one's going to come in here knowing what to do. Like the first 6 months you work here, you're useless. And it's fine. You're supposed to be useless. Like I've spent 10 years of my life doing this. I've had people here for 5-6 years now. Like they will just run circles around you no matter who you are. You know what I mean? And so it's coachability is very important because people who aren't, then like, they just don't belong here, which is crazy but it's that simple. It's like, I'm going to tell you how you can charge me more money, but people really struggle with that because they want to prove they're valuable.
Someone who hires the best of the best gets even better because he invests his time in people who are open-minded, easy to collaborate with, and buy into the aspirations of the company. If you do these things, you'll never fail to seize opportunities even if you're not ready. And if you do get rejected from opportunities, it doesn't mean that you didn't seize it. It just means that it wasn't your time yet to take hold of that opportunity. If there's a full-time position, a company will probably go with a grown adult rather than a 5-year-old. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. Some people just need time to grow, develop, and improve before they're ready for the opportunity. So the big question, how do you doubt yourself less? The answer, look to improve yourself and everything else will fall into place. When you improve yourself, you have more evidence that you're getting better. You have proof that you shouldn't doubt yourself. And when you get opportunities because you improved yourself, you'll doubt yourself even less than you did before. Anyways, if you want more videos to help you improve your life, a like, a comment, hitting that subscribe button goes a long way. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to leave that in the comment section down below. And as always, keep improving, stay productive, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.